Just wanted to offer a solution to a problem I was having. Hopefully it might help somebody else as well. So the problem is patching out a barrel. So running it through 22 long rifle barrel or 223 5.56 barrel, my rifles particularly. So you have, these traditional option with slots. I don't like the slot so much. One, because you got to try to actually slot a patch through it, and then you run that through, you get it through with solvent and dust and stuff on it. You don't want to pull that back through, right? Because then you have a dirty patch that you're just dragging all that stuff right back through the bore, right back through the rifling. So you have to reach down to the end, try to pull that off. You get crap all over your hands. I'm just not a fan. So the solution, the big idea there is using jag. A jag is amazing. The problem I had is none of the jags seemed to be the right size. I tried a bunch of them. Like I even went to the store and picked up like 4 or 5 of them and put calipers on them. So you notice in this Remington set comes with multi brushes, multiple jags for a multi-caliber set, and the size of them. So that one's 0.194 or 494 millimeters. And it's just too large, right? You put that on the end of a rod and try to use, well, it even came with 1.5-inch patches. You run an 1.5-inch patch through, it will not run through. I mean, you get it and it just, that's it, bogs down, can't get it through. So you think, well, and take that and much smaller, little 3/4 patch. And even doing that, even doing a little 3/4 patch, still it, for me anyway, I really got to try to shove that and force that piece through. And you're not getting much coverage there, I really prefer a nice 1.5-inch size patch. You get a much bigger surface, you get more cleaning. I like it. Like I said, problem is doing this, even with the 1.5-inch or even the smaller ones, just won't fit. So it was interesting when I bought this Dewey rod, which big fan, really like the Dewey rod. It came with a 22 jag. Problematic though, it's female and that's a male thread, so I can't use this jag on any other rods. And so don't like that. Anyhow, this does fit, runs through 1.5 inches, solvents, cleaning. It's perfect. It's great. And it is 0.164 or 4.15 millimeters. So what, 2/10, 3/10 of a inch difference. Quite a big difference. It's enough space for that to wrap around and actually go down the bore. So that works well. So the solution I found is any of them. They're all 0.185 to 95. Every single one of them I tested and found in the store and purchased is basically take that, chuck it in the chuck, and run it up and down a file. Just high speed. Run it up and down the file, click it in reverse, run it up and down the file, to make it concentric all the way around. You want to make sure that you have a perfectly round and even, you don't want a flat spot on it. So doing that right there, and that's how I ended up with that one. And that worked like a charm. You can tell, lined up there, you can really tell the difference in them. And this one is now 0.17 or 4.3 millimeters. So 0.17 is about a good sweet spot. That jag and a 1.5-inch patch will run through any of the 22 long rifle or 223 rifles really well. So I hope that helped. Let me know if you have any questions, or see you on the next one.